The Valley of Decision. Oh, I've done so many things wrong, I can hardly decide which one to talk about. In anger, I've fought for my own way. I drank too much. I slept with men I didn't even know. I harbored the desire for power and money. Secretly, I wanted revenge. So, what did sleeping with a married man have to do with any of this? I don't know, but it felt good to work out some of my abuse any way I wanted to. My desire was not to live wrong. Actually, it was quite the opposite. My desire was to live free. The problem was the roadmap created through years of abuse. It had these built-in stops that I couldn't see. I came to learn that these stops were hidden agendas for me. God had a plan for me, but so did Satan. There was a stop for alcoholism, a desire to overeat, a stop to please everyone around me. But the strongest desire I had was to role-play my abuse. That was a huge sticking point. I didn't always find pleasure there, but it felt right when I was acting it out. These weren't coping mechanisms, of which I had many. These stops were of a different kind. They were being dictated to me as a result of my abuse. Predestined. Many of my coping mechanisms, while still not good for me, didn't have the same imprint that these did. I'm thankful I didn't role-play things that my mother did to me. That would have just been mean. But heck, what my dad and brother did, that was okay. Right? They loved me, didn't they? Sex was just a part of that, right? I had a hard decision to make. I had to start calling the abuse out clearly and see it for what it was. There was no love in rape. I had to stop minimizing in order to change. The problem? To find any kind of sexual pleasure, I had to role play. I couldn't climax with a man unless I was being a dirty little girl. I did not see sex as clean or any kind of bonding. It was simply playing out what had been done to me, and my body responded to that. I was often blank or void during sex, but I could use recalling the woman being raped in front of me as a point of recovery. If I let that play out in my memory, oddly, I could be present. So, was I being promiscuous as a result of nothing? I don't think so. It was built on the roadmap of my abuse that was left in my back pocket. Today, my decision is to look at the past with all its shattered dreams, dissect it enough to understand where it led me, and then change my direction. That's not an easy process. I don't hold myself in contempt for those years because I hold myself accountable to them. I try not to punish myself through condemnation for the turmoil I seem to impose on myself and my children. I forgive myself now. I know God does too. I try to live a life filled with grace for others and myself. I need grace just as much as my abusers do.